diluted. Like whatever constitution they have, like our daughter came here with a strong constitution, and they're diluting it. So even if you're straight, you right, or if you know what I mean, got a strong constitution, you may not stay that way because you're constantly under attack. Car,
Yeah, that doesn't extend our mouth, right? I don't like that sound. That buzzing sound when I listen back to it from the aux. Is that
try,
what you're saying?
yeah.
Nobody, we're the one talking, so nobody's talking to us. So we don't
No,
need
I
to
would
hear
say
it.
when you play it back, I,
I gotta do that with my life. I'm gonna go to the pool. All the way to the morning, to the damn pool. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Grounded and Gus. Want to have a conversation with y'all. We're gonna first have a conversation with y'all, then we're gonna give y'all a lesson. So I'm gonna give it one more minute to see if anybody else come in. Yeah, you can't get no more pizza. I'm done. I'm done. Like I'm done with cheese. I gotta stop it. You gotta help me stop that shit.
I will let you know that when I was vegan, that was my sin, man. I just like fucking cheese, man. It's just like the devil.
Why the fuck that gotta be taken away from me? Like,
It just
come
took me
on.
so long. I mean, I got rid of it
I
eventually,
put
but
fucking cheese on everything.
it took a
Uh,
while to get that out my system.
I need it out. All right. The bag
Hmm.
and buying bags now. None of that shit. All right. So we want to talk about the current attack that we're under right now. Uh, it's a lot of angles I can go with this. I want to know if y'all have seen the advertisements on social media, mainly TikTok. Now, apparently China, Russia, and Korea has made an alliance together. They made an alliance together. Think about that shit. I ain't gotta say nothing else. They made an alliance. So we're gonna put all of this together because y'all know I am a puzzle piece type of chick. All right. So we have Russia, Korea, I believe it's North Korea. I could be wrong though, y'all. So check and make sure what I'm saying is accurate. But those three big people is what I'll say have aligned themselves without us. So if they've aligned themselves without us and they have um what's that guy's name? What's the alien name that did Tesla? It's like Elon Musk. Elon Musk
What about him?
and Bill Gates have bought up all the land for farming.
Gates is behind the man. Musk is circling another globe.
Yeah, he's doing other stuff.
Yeah.
I think they're all doing. They have a plan. I'm saying we're gonna
Mhm.
put some puzzle pieces together. So Korea, China, Russia. That's one portion of this puzzle. Elon Musk and Bill Gates, another piece of the puzzle. I'm about to fuck y'all head up, but you better wake up and pay the fuck attention. And you better watch this video 3 times because you're going to pick up something new every time you hear it. Now we're going to go to the water supply in this country. The testing ground was what? Flint? Flint was the testing ground. Their water supply is still fucked up. Over the last 2 years, maybe 3, now other states' water supply magically has had spills. There cannot be spills strategically in specific locations accidentally. Now, I get that y'all like to stay focused on the LGBTQWT community or the reddest of the bottom of the shoes, the blood from your babies, the Emmys, the fucking rappers, oh my God, the fucking sports. I don't want to get into that. So while y'all distracted with all the nonsense, your babies is being turned into different type of babies, right? So we got the different countries that's aligning themselves with ours. We got the water supply that's being poisoned. We got Bill Gates that's stopping all of our real fruit and vegetables. Okay. I'm going somewhere with this. Do you see anything? Can you understand what I'm saying? I feel like la 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 la, connect the dots, la 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 la. So what do you do when you start connecting the dots? Now I'm gonna fuck y'all head up even more. Okay, y'all know the water poison. All y'all gonna do is go buy water bottles because you don't fucking have common sense to know what's happening. I done told y'all, fuck the water bottles because the water bottles is poisonous too. You need shungite. You need to clean your fucking water. That's how you get it, through the fucking crystals. Okay? So we got the water. Damn, the seatbelt make me sick. The water supply, the food supply, the war, the men being with the men, the women being with the women, the confusion in the family. The confusion in the family and the idea and the belief system that children do not need the permission of their parents to do anything. This is a strategic play. Running this play takes preparation. It takes teamwork that make that dream work, and it's working. And the only dumb one that's fucking being left behind is the new whites. Oh, let's talk about the new white people. Because this conversation is for the white people. Because I know y'all actually get up and do something. So let me have y'all understand what the fuck is happening to you. You are nobody now. You are the new black. You are the African American. They're credit together when you ain't supposed to be doing it. Now, when the fuck a white person realized that they ain't got to do certain things, they just stop fucking doing it. No consequence. No consequence. But with somebody that looked like me and my husband, anyway, so that's what I wanted to put together for y'all. The fact that there's an active war going on right now in our country against us. You keep on conceding to it by wearing your stupid fucking mask. and buying your dumbass bottled water so that the corporation that made the fucking bottled waters can get more money before the tap out. You following me? We're going to get into these court papers. Let's get into these court papers. Now, this supposed writ that the fucking sheriff was supposed to have for me, I got my hands on it and read it. Specifically on the writ, it says, this is not a move-out order. How many of us have been evicted off of no government seal, no court seal, no signature, no stamp, and now this is not a move-out order, but you can repossess the property, is what it says. How can you repossess a property if you're not forcing a person to move out? That is acquired by any means necessary, my nigga. That's what they did. Listen, this is so in your face. It's just right there. You can't not see it. I'll keep telling y'all, go open up y'all fucking contracts. I said, get your fucking car note out. Get your fucking car note out. I read the car note with y'all. Y'all still paying y'all car note. Y'all leases. We done told like 20 people, get your fucking lease out. Read your lease to. How many leases did we find where they not even supposed to pay rent? And it says it in the lease. And y'all still paying rent. Because you don't feel like reading your long ass 40-page document lease. We told y'all it's illegal for them to charge you for car insurance because your insurance company had your financing company covers. I even put up a recording of me talking to the supervisor at the fucking car insurance company saying that no, you don't have to have it. It's just cool to have in your car. That bitch said it. It's cool to have in your car in case the cops stop you. He said that. It is in my videos. Go back to my videos. We do not lie. Me and my husband have no reason to lie to y'all or make up shit so we can have fucking followers. We are comfortable with our 2 followers. Okay? Wasn't we supposed to hold on? My bad. I just remembered I had an errand to run. So I wanted to start off by talking to y'all about the war within, because for some reason, I've been telling y'all to keep y'all weapons hot. I've been telling y'all to practice y'all shooting. Y'all seen me shooting on my video. I am rusty. I had 1 casualty, and that did not sit right with me because the way me and my husband plan our shit is there should be no casualties at all. No casualties. No mistakes. You have to make sure you hit only your target. So if you're not training your body, you're not training your mind, then you're just food. You're just a prey. And I might get hungry and eat your ass since you want to be somebody's food. So I need y'all to really think about what we're saying when we talk about this this home war that's happening right now. You want to start your lesson now? You're just talking. Jesus, what is wrong with you that you can't just talk and drop?
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna rush you through your lesson though. I'm just saying. But the more we had these clients, oh my God, we had a client that when they went for repossession, there was not even a court. There was no court. And I'm trying to figure out how the fuck do you take somebody's shit without going to court and getting a court order? So we're reading these documents, and it's just basically an administrative process. So supposedly the bank says you didn't pay this much, and then the court, I guess, will sign it, say, okay, it's been repossessed, with nobody's argument in it. Tell me how that makes sense. I'm going state to state trying to figure out what are the loopholes in the court system. Because we finding a lot. We finding a lot. And I keep telling y'all, better read the fucking civil procedures of your state so you can find your way out of all this shit. I wanted to do something that's risky. And my baby is acting a fool, talking about I'm not a good mom because I don't see how much that's going to hurt her. And so, because she planted that seed in my head of fucking doubt, now I'm doubting myself when I came with a clear mind of what my position was. But I don't want nobody to change my opinion about what needs to be done. I just want to say to y'all, if anything happens to me, just remember everything me and my husband taught y'all. Remember that we're willing to go through the fire first, so y'all ass won't get burned. And it'll be nice if y'all was to have our back. It'll be nice if you was to start your own war in the event that something happens to us. It'll be nice if when I go and take down this sheriff department and this court office and the property manager, when I go do what I gotta do tomorrow, it'll be nice if I had people waiting outside to make sure I come back out. That'll be nice. And my daughter is right. She said, Mom, you did this before and nobody showed up for you. That's true. But what's also true is if you look in the Philadelphia City paper and you type in Fadia Ward, you'll see the reporter say Fadia Ward was expecting certain people to come out here and protest with her at the family court and nobody came, but she's still out here with her kids. That was in the paper. So I want y'all to know that when I say I'm about that shit, I don't give a fuck if you with me or not. I mean that. And I always tell y'all can always write my name and look me up. I'm not lying about nothing. So we want to give y'all some lessons on how to play the long game. Because they didn't teach y'all how to play the long game in elementary school. They didn't teach y'all how to play the long game at your job. And your family was too busy trying to get you to blend in so nobody would kill your ass or lock you up or take advantage of you. So they ain't teach you. Imagine walking through a metal detector. You got like $5 worth of change in your pocket. And you walk right through and nothing beeps. All this shit is a lie. Your coins ain't even coins no more. I don't know what material that shit is. But if you crack open a penny, the inside is going to be white. So I want you to tell me what half-breed penny you know. I don't know no half-breed penny where it's chopped on the outside, white on the inside. Copper is supposed to be copper all the way through. But I guarantee you, go get a wire cutter. Go get something to cut up a fucking penny and you're going to see what I'm saying. It's white on the inside. So the silver coins that we have, I don't even know what they made out of. All I know is they don't go off during the metal detector. So y'all might want to think about that shit too. All this shit is a scam. It ain't no money. It's only fucking credit. And your fucking credit score is 1,000. If the credit bureaus tell you your score is 600, your score is 900, 800, that's because they said so. But who the fuck is they? They just a fucking McDonald's. And once y'all truly get this shit in your head, that the credit bureaus are McDonald's and Burger King, meaning they are corporations, meaning they have an EIN number and a Duns and Bradstreet number for corporation. A corporation like McDonald's cannot come and lock you up. They can't come and tell people that you broke, or they can't come and tell people that you stole a house from them. They can't do that, right? So why the fuck are you allowing the credit bureau to do it? This is not hard to understand. I can break this down smaller. Credit bureaus, fuck them, spit on them. They nothing. You are everything. Your credit is what you say it is. If they want to verify you, tell them to call you. That's just what it is. You're extending your credit to them. They're not extending credit to you. The banks, the credit bureaus, these fucking car dealerships, the real estate companies, these stores, they're nothing without you. But we keep on paying, we keep on going to school, we keep on going to work, we keep on letting them lock us up, putting us in a hole because we ran our mouth about this free life. We watched on a video how a sheriff would say to me, I am absolutely not getting you an ADA advocate knowing that I have a disability. They don't respect you. They're never going to respect you. And now the test country, the test state, what is it, Detroit or Michigan? No, not the water. I'm talking about now the purge.
Illinois. The test
What's
state
that?
for the purge.
Chicago, Illinois. Chicago. So okay, now we got the test state for the purge is Chicago.
Illinois.
But Flint was the test stage for the water. Come on, what the fuck? Follow me. Follow me. Ain't nobody saying shit. Ain't nobody talking. Any thoughts? Any way to protect your fucking kids? All of this is if you put a fucking poster board on your wall, get some yarn and some text, draw some webs, and start putting notes on there. And you will come to what is really happening. You need to come to a strategy. You got to strategize. That's the only way to save your kids. And I know that there are some very horrible mothers out there now. I don't know what kind of fucking species you are that you would have your babies walking in front of you in the street. That is something new. I would never do that, but I'm old. So even with you new weirdos, I hope you love your kids. And if you love your kids, then you'll find a way to protect them, because China's here, Russia's here, Korea's here, Bill Gates, weird, sick, demonic ass been here planning and working. Planning and working. I told y'all, put y'all fucking hands in that motherfucking grass and call up fucking poisonous plants to poison the air that they breathe. What have y'all done? What have you done? You can do fucking magic so that you are nowhere near the scene of the fucking crime. You can get shit done. But you don't want to dip and tap into your spirituality because the fucking white man said that's evil. So now you just fucking vulnerable and open and dumb and easily manipulated. Because if somebody say, pick up a crystal and listen to it, or light some smoke and blow it out and see what the ancestors tell you when that smoke swirl. Because if you blow smoke in the air, I don't give a fuck if it's from an incense, a blunt, or a cigarette. You could read the smoke, and they ain't stopped me from saying that this time. That means y'all ready. Smoke is how the ancestors talk to you. Be careful. You got it. Smoke is how the ancestors, they communicate with you. When I woke up, the first thing I seen was a puff of smoke, and then all these images appeared to me, and then they went away in a puff of smoke, and that was how I woke up. From that moment on, everything just started flowing through me, all my memories, everything. And then I remembered I'm supposed to take the sacred medicine, and I did it. And the smoke showed what the smoke showed me. I was able to understand when I went into medicine. So I mean, it's so many ways for y'all to get remedy for your life and protect your family and your legacy. You just got to be willing to go hard. You got to be willing to do what's necessary. You got to be willing to go to jail. You got to be willing to kill. What did Malcolm X say, babe?
He said you have to understand the language of the person that you're talking to. If their language is the language of deception, you need to understand deception. You can't say, I'm going to be a good person, because you're never going to have a clear communication with them. If their language is the language of violence, you need to up your education on violence. I'm not telling you to become a violent person. I'm telling you to at least understand the language of violence, because they're talking to you. And you think you're talking back. They ain't hearing you.
Right.
You need to understand the language of finance. You need to understand what these words mean in finance. Because if someone comes to attack you financially or have a conversation with you financially, you don't know the words to use to talk back so they can financially attack you and defraud you because you don't know how to speak to them. And what's worse is that when they're done, they will walk away and say that you won it. And they'll prove it by pointing at your signature.
How many of y'all have read every contract that you've ever signed all the way through? Be honest. Because I know for a fact that I haven't. Y'all know I don't like reading, period. So imagine me in front of a document that's 40 pages thick. Am I going to read that? What is it going to take? Because the war is here. Like, I mean, they're here. They're doing it. If you understand what the Cold War was with the Russians, you'll know that they moved in silence. There was no big bombs and all that shit. It was strategic attacks and counterattacks. Okay, so do you not see this water supply being an attack? I don't know what else. Hey, what's up? I don't know what else. How else I could I don't know how else I could break this down to you. We've been going under and teaching y'all what they told us for so many years. We told y'all how to protect yourself. We told y'all what was coming. We told y'all about the fucking ships in the sky. We told y'all everything. We've been telling y'all for years. And now you're seeing everything that we said visually. Now you see it visually. And so what are we going to do about it now? What are we going to do? Because obviously I wasn't wrong. I was looking at a post on Instagram and Kalal was saying, I told y'all the aliens was here or some shit. And I'm sitting up here like, that's why y'all not prepping. Because you got Kalal telling y'all to look at the sun all fucking day long. That's all you do. If you're looking at the sun, something that's going to blind your fucking eyes, how can you see what's in front of you stabbing you? I'm too deep on. I'm too deep on. I take y'all motherfuckers to church, and I ain't even about that church life. Then you have he's absolutely one of my favorite teachers, Brother Wisdom. But Brother Wisdom is quick to tell y'all to only do shit in the spirit world and all that shit. I mean, there has to be balance in war. You got to be strategic in war. You can't just look up in the sky when there's fucking people driving on the road. You can't just keep on sharpening your fucking toys that can be blown up with a fucking bullet. Come on, man. Come on. Me and my husband was trying to figure out how we gonna not get killed tomorrow. And we was like, we just need some numbers. We just need some people to stand next to us so they won't think they can do what they're gonna do to us. But there are no numbers. There isn't anyone. We are spreaded so far apart from each other, the ones who understand this, the ones who are willing to do what needs to be done. It's just the crate for the legal document. And yeah. So I kind of got lost in it, but what did I say?
You just tell them to pay attention to that.
Yeah, we just basically trying to tell y'all to pay attention to what's right in front of your face. Because remember, they said that in order for that karma to stay intact and they don't have to go through what we go through all the time, is to be honest and tell y'all the truth. It doesn't matter if the truth is hidden inside a bed of lies. As long as inside the bed of lies they have told you the truth, then they've done their job with the cosmos. Me and my kids was talking about, and my husband was talking about karma and how when the debt is done, you're done, but you want to get that shit out. You want to finish it so you don't repeat it in the next life. Every time I go back and I'm up there and I'm looking down here reassessing how far I've gotten and how I failed and how I've succeeded, it's so clear up there. Like you can see all the moves up there. But when you come down here, it's just like you're the only one that can see the moves. You're the only one of you that can see the moves. And when you tell somebody, hey, look, they're raping your child right there, look, and it's on camera. And they be like, no, that's just a commercial. If y'all seen that movie, They Live, the white guy was trying to tell his black friend to put the glasses on. The black friend beat him almost into a pulp because he didn't want to put the glasses on because he didn't want to see the truth. And the white man was willing to take those hits just so this dumb motherfucker would just put the glasses. I don't even know if y'all understand how deep that fucking scene was. Why do you have to be beaten to submission for anything, even for freedom? Why do I gotta beg you for you to have freedom? I was with my daughter last night and I didn't want to get in an argument with her. So I left, but she clearly doesn't get who I am as a person, as a human being, as a woman. She want me to stay safe. She want me to stay protected. She said, it doesn't matter if you're right. They are wrong and they live in it. So it doesn't matter because they'll still take your life and not fucking care. And I said, if I concede to these motherfuckers when I got proof in my fucking hand that what they're doing to me is illegal, if I concede, I am your ancestors. I am your ancestors that gave up. And before I ever become that madness, I will walk in front of a fucking nuclear bomb for myself. And then, unless you can understand that about your mother, me and you can't have a conversation about my war because I'm doing this for my kids and my grandkids. My kids ain't got to agree with it. They ain't fucking tell me, hey, come let me be born. I decided for them to be born and I decide what kind of world they're going to be in. It's that simple for me. But I'm going to do what I got to do. And if y'all don't hear from me in 2 days, if y'all don't hear nothing from me by Wednesday, y'all check for me at the El Paso County jails or whatever. Just look for me. If y'all don't hear from me, it's a problem. You don't want to do your lessons now? You want to do it later?
No, I can do it now. I couldn't do it while I'm driving. I'm not gonna be able to read and talk. All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn this over to my husband so he can teach y'all his lessons. What's your lessons gonna be about? Oh, his lessons about war. Then what the fuck was I just talking about? Was I
Same
talking
thing.
about war?
Same thing.
Oh, I was talking about strategizing, right? For the war. And you gonna talk about strategizing, right?
No, I was just talking about these foundational concepts.
So he's gonna go into foundational concepts of war so that y'all can start putting these together.
Basically, we looked at what's going on around us and we said, I wonder how many other people see what we seeing. So then we started to say, well, if they don't see it, what then is our role? What is our job as people who can see what it is? And we're kind of frustrating ourselves because we feel like, well, we should act. And I'm saying, well, how are we gonna act? They don't even know that they're under attack. It's just like when you see when they say when black people always run when they see other black people running, right? But well, this is in this situation, we don't see nobody running. And we all are being attacked at the same time, and no one's running. So since no one's running, we don't think there's a problem. So I said, let me light a fire. Let me give y'all some knowledge that maybe we'll light a fire. Maybe somebody will start fucking. We'll see what happens. But I'm not going to belabor this. I'm just going to put it out there, and then y'all can just do what y'all want to do with it.
We have the link.
So, all right.
We have the links posted on the description if you want to follow along.
Yeah. So now that part, I don't really know about that part. My
You
wife
can't-
is telling me
you
that.
can't do that there. We don't know how to do that. So I put it in the description. They can click on it. Just go ahead and read what you're gonna read.
Okay. So I don't.
You're
I'm
such a
trying to
nerd.
direct them to where it is. I don't. But All right. So my first question. I'm gonna give you a quick story, okay, and then I'll add my actual question. So my daughter is in Philly right now, and
Just give me for a second.
whatever. My daughter's in Philly right now, so she's like going through this thing with the water, and they poisoning the water over there, so they telling the people you can't drink the water, you got to go out and get your water. So same thing that happened in Michigan, same thing, same nothing different. But she's speeding, so she gets pulled over. Officer says, I'm trying to, do you know you were speeding and everything? She said, yeah, I know I'm speeding. It's a fucking emergency right now. Haven't you heard? He said, I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? All I know is you're speeding, so you breaking the law. I'm gonna give you this ticket. So she's like, all right, hurry up and write the ticket. I'm gonna pay the ticket. I don't give a shit. I gotta hurry up and get the water before everybody snatch up all the water. He didn't know. He ain't know nothing about it. Peace and love, Noof. He ain't know nothing about it. Ain't turned on his radio, I guess. I don't know. But so he's arguing her down about the law. She's breaking the law. He's a law enforcement officer. He got to do his job and enforce the law. So she says, she calls me because she's upset. And she's like, after going back and forth and wasting my time with this fool, he finally writes the ticket. And when he lets me go, the reason why he let me go is because another officer pulled up on him and then whispered, said some things to him like, blah, 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 blah. And then he came back and was like, all right, ma'am, here you go your ticket. And then, they both left. The officer didn't know what was happening. So he's trying to uphold the law. The law. Another officer came and let him know that there was something going on and he needed to take his attention off of this little traffic ticket, which is, according to the word, speeding is against the law, right? Draw his attention to a larger thing. The stores are being ransacked and being ran down on by people who are losing their freaking minds because they're being told that they can't use the water in their systems. Okay, they can't even boil the water and use it. It's completely unusable, is what they're being told back in Philly. It's what my daughter's telling me. So he tells the other officer, listen, man, we gotta go maintain the law and order. So he left the traffic ticket to go uphold the law. Have I said law enough? Okay. What is law? What is law? What is it?
Hold on. I'm about to get a definition for it. What is law?
Now, y'all
It
know.
says the system of rules which a particular country or community recognizes as regulating the actions of its members and what it may enforce by the imposition of penalties.
Okay. So the first underneath when you read the definition of law, and I hope you're doing this, I hope you are reading. I hope you are taking the time to read because we're doing this on the phone. I don't have the whole laptop set up and I can go through it and do it for you. Okay. So look up the word law. Read it like my wife just read it. What you're going to find is that law encompasses rule. 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 Then you're going to look up the word rule. Look up the word rule.
What does rule mean?
And when you look up these words, look them up in their language of origin, not the language that you are learning it in, Look up the concept in the language of origin so that you can get to the root understanding of the word and the meaning.
Christian, carpentry, printing, law, astrology. That's all it's under. And it says,
One set of explicit or understood regulations or principles governing conduct within a particular activity or sphere. So we done went from law to rule to govern. Now I'm gonna
what
ask
does
you a
the word
question.
govern mean?
Can you impose law, rule, or governance without authority? That's a question. Can you rule if you have no authority?
Would you ask me to look up governance?
Come on, family.
Mm.
Go to the my wife says it's in there somewhere, so I don't know where it's at, but it's in the description somewhere. You're gonna look up. She should have put the link in there for the word author. So you're gonna click on that. All right, I'm reading from there. If you clicked on it, you're reading from there too. Author, noun, mid 14th century. It says it's spelled Auctor or Auteur or Autor. It means father, creator, one who brings about, one who creates, someone or something, from Old French aucteur or assiteur, author, originator, creator, instigator. From the 12th century, modern French, auteur. So this word that we get authority from comes from another word which means the originator or the creator of a thing. That's the author. Okay. The reason why I asked you to look this up is because we're going to go to the next word. In the link, click on the Britannica Dictionary, says authority. Click on that.
Feelings.
Authority. A plural, authorities. Britannica Dictionary definition of authority. It is a noun. It says the power to give orders or make decisions. The power or right to direct or control someone or something. So authority means the power. Power. Okay? Let's go back out. Go to the Britannica.com topic authority link. Click on that. That's going to pull up the word authority and a little blurb about it. We do this research to understand what we're talking about before we even begin the conversation, because you don't want to throw words around just for the heck of throwing words around. You want to understand concepts so that way that you can move forward, not just talk. Authority, the exercise of legitimate influence by one social actor over another. I'm gonna do that again. It says the exercise. So that's if you exercising, are you sitting still? When you exercise, do you sit still?
Hands on where you act. Some people sit down like a paraplegic. Right?
Do you exercise in a state of complete stillness?
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Do you exercise in a state of complete non-movement? No. Exercise means something got to move. It says the exercise of legitimate, we're going to get into that, influence. The exercise of legitimate influence by one social actor over another.
And you look, actor.
Actor. Now, I told you, read these words. The reason why is because if you read this authority definition right here, it actually has inside of it two of the same words because it has actor in there. And we just learned that authority comes from the French root of ACT, which meant to act, to actuate, to bring about, right? To move something. So in general, this word authority means moving something with your power. That's what it means. To move something else with your power. If you are not able to move something with your power, you cannot author law. You cannot make rules. You don't have any power to do so.
So y'all know what I was thinking about the you keep bringing it back, the 13th, right?
Mm-hmm.
So no, seriously, y'all, let's think about this, because everything with me always come back to the money. If in the 13th Amendment it says that we're not people, right? We're not human. We don't have the right. We're
chattel, human cattle.
okay. So how can you have jurisdiction over me if I'm not one of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they go by the amendments,
Mm-hmm.
they have to follow them and respect them.
Mm-hmm.
Then why can't we use that as an argument whenever we go to court? They don't have jurisdiction, period, because us,
Mm-hmm.
are.
Maybe when I finish my lesson, you'll be able to understand why they do exactly. Okay. All right. So if we clear on this concept, we're talking about power now, okay? Law, authority, all of that trickles down to power. So if we're going to have a conversation about power, then we must understand, like Malcolm said, when you are talking to someone, you have to speak the same language. If they're speaking the language of power and you don't know the language of power, you might not be getting the results you want because you ain't saying the right words. You're not having a conversation with them. You're speaking in a completely different language and complaining about the outcome. So learn, at least, if you ain't going to act, learn the language of power.
That was initially what our ancestors was trying to get our people to do by going to school so we could learn their language. But it just went all whack. We kind of learned their language and became them rather than going in as intelligent, right?
Mm-hmm.
And getting the intel that we needed to survive. So I'm wondering, hopefully history won't keep repeating itself if we just start paying attention to it and acknowledging it right now.
So this goes into my next point. If you are having a conversation with someone about power, and let's say the conversation is similar to what happened to the Athenians and Milos and the siege of Milos. Do you guys know about the siege of Milos? Have you ever heard of it? Let me just tell you. All right, whatever. So this greater power, Grecian power, was fighting a smaller somebody they thought they could beat. However, the way they had to get to them was through a what do you call it? A sovereign nation that was indifferent in the fight. They had no skin in the game. They were peaceful. They did not. They wasn't part of it. They didn't want to be part of the fight. They want to maintain. I can't think of the word off the top of my head. New probably know it, but it's a political status in which you don't want to fight basically. So you're not in the fight. Everybody else around you is fighting, and you're not. I can't think of the word, but so the what end up happening is that they go back and forth. They're writing letters back and forth. And one of the quotes from one of the letters that was written made its way down to today because it shows itself as true. And the quote was by Thucydides, I believe how you pronounce his name, Thucydides. And the quote says, "Right," because what the millennium what the smaller country was saying is that it's not right for you guys to come and force us to have to participate in this war or to use our lands and resources for your war. It's not right for you to do this. I'm 4 years behind watching from the beginning, but yes, we had war. I'm jumped off. Yeah, everyone moving at their pace. Absolutely, Dwayne. Yo, what's up, Dwayne? So what they were pleading to this larger power, they were pleading to them to not invade their lands because it was not right to do so. Because they had no skin in the game, they weren't in the fight, and it wasn't right to attack them. This is what the response was from the larger power. Right, as the world goes, is only in question between equals in power.
Equals.
Equals in power.
Verbiage. Equals.
While the strong do what they can, and the weak suffer what they must.
How long are we going to keep being weak? That's the question of the day.
I'm going to say it again for you. The strong do what they can because they have authority and rule. They can. It is imbued in them by the power that they possess. That power is what gives them the authority to do what they can. If you're not able to meet that power, then you suffer. Because you must.
Hold on, but what if you can't? What if you have to be weak? If you have to be weak or less, why won't you be the best of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, like say if I have to be a slave, let me be the slave that's there to get the other ones out, or to act like I'm dumb so I could be around the equals and learn. Sorry, y'all, I'm losing my voice. And learn what they're trying to do. Why can't our lesser self, our weakest self, be the most valuable part of us? I'm just trying to get us to strategize. That's all. Whatever your weakness is, okay. I'm sorry, babe. I'm trying to go off of what you're teaching at the same time. Like, go ahead.
So I'm going to ask you another question. Who suffers from a decimated culture? Who suffers from mistreatment and inequality? Is it the powerful? Do the powerful suffer? Because I'm at the mind state that I agree with this Thucydides. I'm not about the victimization life. You shouldn't do this to me because it's wrong. I ain't about that life. If someone has more, because honestly, that's not how nature is. That ain't what happened. The croc don't roll up on the shore, look at the antelope and say, if he can get away from me, I'm gonna stop. If I pull him under the water and he try to kick back, I'm gonna stop. I ain't gonna eat him. That ain't normal. That ain't natural. You're supposed to be powerful.
That's a good word.
You're supposed to be powerful. And you're supposed to clash with other powers. That's natural. But my question is to you, if you are suffering, are you not the weak? If you find that it's your people that is constantly suffering, does that not say then that you must be weak? And if you are suffering, and if you are weak, do you not want any power?
Even the weak want power. Shit.
Do you just want to suffer? That is my question to you.
Can anybody answer? Even if you say, I don't want to suffer. Like, engage with us. Say something. Because I'm starting to think y'all like it. I mean, it's just the follow through, I think, is the problem with us. We don't have no fucking follow through.
So if you decide that for yourself, you are cool with not having any power, this conversation is not for you. I brought this about because I keep hearing people say things like, this shouldn't be. This is so fucked up. Something should be different. But what I don't hear people saying is, where's my power at? Let me get my power. Beyonce made a song, didn't she?
My power. Get my power back.
Back.
It's time to get your power back.
So if you are one of those who are trying to figure out, man, how can I get my power back? This is for you. This ain't for everybody else. This is for you. So I want you to click on, you know what? No, I'm gonna do it like this. I want you to Google. Okay, it's gonna seem like a change of pace, but it's not. Trust me, it's all relevant. Okay, I want you to Google the word power pose. Put into your Google search power pose. Look at the images. Click images.
Oh, that's what you was doing last night.
Mm-hmm.
No, seriously.
What do you see?
Look, y'all. Look.
Tell me what you see.
And don't forget, someone probably watching on TV.
Oh, some of y'all can't talk to the. Okay, so all right, you can't talk. You just watching on TV, no problem. Think, please. Think about what you're looking at as you're scrolling through when you put in a Google search power pose. You're going to see a couple things talking about a book. Somebody wrote a book about it. You're going to see somebody talking about Wonder Woman, the way she stands. You're going to see a bunch of people with their hands on their hips and things like that. Right? The idea behind this is that there are certain physical things you can do to impose your power, or to at least make the people in the room think that you have some sort of power simply by the way you're standing. That's the idea behind the power pose. I want you to look up now in your Google search, woman power pose. Google it.
Woman power pose. Okay.
What comes up? Keep going. Hit images. Got it? You should come up with some pictures of women doing the power pose, the Wonder Woman John, right? Now try this. Google black woman power pose.
Black woman power pose. What was you looking for?
Is there a difference between the poses when you put black in front of it?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a difference in the poses? Hit images. Scroll down.
Okay. We gotta have an attitude, or we gotta be strong like a man.
Do you see what I see, people?
Tell me what you see.
Okay. When you put in power pose, you just got the definition of power pose. When you put in woman power pose, you got women doing the power pose. But when you put in black before the woman, all of a sudden, your pictures look different. They're no longer doing the Wonder Woman thing. A couple of them might be, but most of them are going to be doing things that you recognize as masculine. They're going to have their arms raised as if though women's upper bodies are strong. Naturally, that's where strength is in the woman, right? Her arms, right? So they're going to have their arms raised up, flexing their biceps Because that makes sense, right?
Wow, they are really stretching their biceps. This is funny as fuck.
But when you put in woman, though, you didn't get that. You got a woman doing the power pose. Why is it that when you put in black woman, you get this skewed
Damn,
version?
a lot of them too.
Now, all of a sudden, all these pictures are of women who are trying to gain the sense of power by posing as a man.
Damn, you awful. Why you putting that shit up?
Now I want you to do this. Now I want you to go in your Google search.
I'm about to stop searching shit with you.
I want you to put in woman, power, womb.
Woman, power, womb.
Hit images.
This shows a black universe woman.
So now all of a sudden, now you didn't. The first time I did it, we said black woman, right? You went from the so-called power pose that you're supposed to have to emit your power to some bullshit that's not real. We know damn well that men are structurally built, created with more upper body strength. That's just what it is. We ain't here for the debate. Okay? Not all across the board. I'm not saying, oh, every man is stronger than every. That's not what I'm saying. But pretty much down the line, men's upper bodies are stronger. We know this. So then when you say black woman, all of a sudden you got to step outside yourself as a woman. Now you got to be a man in order for you to gather your strength, your power. But I just told you to put in power, woman, and womb. Look how far away we've gotten now. I bet you the pictures you're looking at ain't even pictures no more. They drawings now. They sketches now. They all esoteric now. They so far from fucking reality that you don't relate to it. Keep scrolling.
Damn, they got these babies in a jar in this motherfucker. How is that woman power womb? What the fuck? Why is that in here? That's because they fucking talking about those goddamn men. It's not men, they women. You could feel like a woman.
Now, remember the beginning of my conversation. I said, we are talking about what's happening to people during warfare. And if you are a people like the Malians who are saying, listen, man, I'm peaceful, man. I don't want to fight, man. I don't want to be in this war. You better grab yourself some power. But if I tell you your power is in you acting like the opposite of what you are you actually going to be powerful? No. Your power will be diluted or deferred because you're not stepping into your power, you're stepping away from it. So it's not enough to end this conversation about power to only know the words. You got to also know yourself. Where is my power for when I need it? They used to say in the 90s, they used to say, get the gat, pop the trunk. Where is your power? Because if you don't even know where it is, how are you going to join the conversation? You got to first know where your power is. Then you learn the power that they're using. Now we can talk. Because when you come to the table with your power, I will come with mine.
And that's what Malcolm said.
And then we can talk. Malcolm said, this man's language, and this is at this time, and white people ain't picking on you, so just hear me out first. But at that time, he said, this man language is violence. He come up on your porch, on your property with hoods and sheets and shotguns and burning and fire. He coming with horses, with power. And he telling you, I don't like you here. I'm gonna string you up. I don't like you. And we return, most of us, many of us, return that conversation with the wrong words. Malcolm said, when he come up on my porch with his shotgun, I'm gonna come to the door with my shotgun. And then we can talk. We can have a conversation. Because what did the Thucydides say? He said right is only between equals in power. If I'm doing something to you and you say this wrong, what you doing? Wrong is not even part of the conversation. Right is only a part of the conversation when we are equals in power. If we are not equals in power, we're not even having a conversation. I'm doing what I can, and you are suffering because you must. So then I ask you again, what is your power? What is your power? Go to the links again. Click on hold on. Before you do that, Google this. Okay. Google this, put it on a tab, because I'm gonna need you to open both of them. You're gonna have to compare. You're gonna Google power couple pose. Power couple pose.
Power couple pose. Okay, we're turning it off now. Let's see.
What you got? Look at it. What is it showing you?
People. That's
Power couples, right? Supposedly power couples, pictures of power couples or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tell you what I see, but I want you to look at these pictures. Because as they say, they're worth 1,000 words. They talking to you. Just like the earlier pictures I showed you was talking to you. If you're a black woman, you got to step into your masculine energy in order to be powerful. They talking to you. Look at these pictures. Look at them.
Okay, what's your point? Because the pictures I see, I
Mhm.
see all power couples that's man and woman, so that look good to me.
Okay. All right, now I want you to click on the links that's in the description, right? It's going to be www.flickr.com photos, Professor Zucker. Click on that. Open that up in another tab. It's a photo. Okay? Go ahead and enlarge that photo. Go ahead and scroll, make it bigger so you can get real close in up on it. I want you to study this photo just like you studied the last one.
The foot is lined up together.
Now I want you to look at this picture. These are of ancient peoples. Okay? Less is more for ancient people. When we wanted to communicate an idea, we use less. We use a short story to communicate a deep philosophical idea. These are these statues were chiseled out and they were meant to be set there for you to look at for a very long time. And that job was done because they're still sitting right here for us to look at. The idea is encased in this statue. That's what it is. You can look at the idea and see it. It's like a picture, a still picture forever. My question to you is, what do you think they were trying to get across in this picture, in this capturing of this moment? What were the ancients trying to say with this?
They were trying to say that a man and a woman is supposed to be in alignment with each other and working together. Is that what you're going? Because that's what that looked like to me.
Hey, I want you to use your own mind. I ain't gonna tell you nothing. What I am gonna say is this. Click off of this and click back on the power couple pose now. Pick any one you want. Try one that's standing though. Try to find one where they're standing. Power couple, where they're standing. I don't care if they, whatever they situation is, but just standing.
Power couple standing next to each other. They just put people standing next to
I did this real easily. Power couple pose. That's all you need. That's all you need right there. The first two pictures on mine's, I noticed something immediately. Immediately. And I don't know if you got this the same way I do, but my first few pictures, I noticed that the woman is in front of the man. That's the first thing I noticed. When I look over at my pictures of these ancients, when I look at their statue, I see that the man and the woman are almost in line with one another, almost directly in line. But I notice a small difference in that the king has his foot slightly ahead of hers, slightly, ever so slightly, right? But I also notice, in addition to that foot, I notice the direction of her hand, twisting his waist in the direction of his foot. Follow me now.
See, I took that as he was putting his foot a little slightly, ever so slightly in front of her for protection.
That's right.
And she was holding him to let him know she got his back. That's how I
Right.
looked at it.
Power. That's what you're looking at right now. Now, they told you as a man, and this coming up in this country, that your power is in yourself. You fuck 5,000 people, you're powerful. If you can stand there and beat every man that comes up and fight you, you powerful. That's what they told you. They told you that your power was in your independence. That's funny, though, because when they came to you with their power, they didn't come by themselves. They didn't come independent. They came with a group. Men, women, children. They came with everybody and took your power. But they telling you your power is in your independence. All alone. That's where your power is. I disagree feverishly. When I look at this, I see a power couple, a king and a queen. I don't see a man running out in front of his wife, knocking the whole world down and bringing it back to her. I see a man who's carefully taking a step with his woman guiding it. Ooh, shit. Did I just say a woman guides a man's steps? I think I did.
She the compass, though.
But I don't see the woman's foot even a hair ahead, before his. Not even a little bit. She's not before him. She's with him. And he is with her. You know, Noof, you got me on this the other night when you was helping us through our problems. I said, I was acting all out of line, and I said, man, I feel so weak right now. Why do I feel so weak right now? I feel so defeated, right? Because I was too far away from my source of power. I was splitting away from my source of power, trying to gain more power, and it wasn't working. Then Noon sat me down, he's talking to me, and I said, wait, the fuck? What am I doing? What if I connect back to my power? Let me see how much power I got now.
That boy D. You can beat me.
You've been told the wrong thing for a reason. You've been misled for a reason. Your kids are now telling you that I think I want to be a girl, and the boy want to be a girl, and the girl want to be a boy. It's for a reason. How much power do you have in that? How much power do you have when you're a strong, black, independent woman? How much power do you have when you are the man, the king, all by your fucking self? You got a bunch of women you can fuck, but you don't got one that you trust. How powerful are you?
Damn.
I don't even gotta answer the question. Your reality is proof that you are weak. And you keep following after what your enemy is telling you to do, and you just getting weaker. Every generation. Weaker.
Mixing that fucking milk with that coffee. I swear to God. Nothing is so stronger than a Haitian man and woman.
So now let's go back to Thucydides' statement. He said, oh no, let me go further. Let's go back to authority, okay? Underneath the definition of authority, right? It says the power to influence, right? The power to influence. So that means that when you do things, other people move. When I move, you move.
Just like that.
Just like that. So now, I know I didn't told you that you weak, right? But I'm gonna try to end this on a positive note, Nu. You actually are supremely powerful. And that is the reason why you are being weakened. Because you are supremely powerful. Now, Google supreme, Google law, and of the land. Google supreme law of the land, and you will get the Constitution. The Constitution is the supreme law of this land. That's what it says. It is the rule of all rules. It is the authority of all authorities. It is the power that makes you move. Right? However, if I pull over a kid, if I go to any school right now, any middle school, even grade school, and I pick any kid, and I say the first letters of the Constitution, the preamble, and I say, now finish it, none of them will. None of them will. But if I say 2 words to the latest City Girl song, oh, they'll know all the rest of that shit. But like I said, I'm gonna end it on a positive. With what you call it? KRS said this a while ago. Now we got white kids calling themselves nigga. Listen, you influential, supremely powerful beings. Everything you do
It's magic.
is magic. Everything you do. And when you move, they move.
Just like that.
Just like that. If you decide, you know what? Yeah, I agree. I don't think I am a man. I think I want to be a girl. That's what they're going to do. But the converse is also true. If you stand as this king and queen with your man, with your woman, and say, nah, then that too will become your power base. One of the things that the Constitution says is that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal by their creator. Not mine, not yours, but their creator. So that means you have every single right to come with your creator and your power base and say, no, I will not move. I will not be influenced because I have been imbued with power from my creator, just as your words recognize. It's a possibility. I know it's way out there, but it's a possibility. You can regain your power if you want it. All right, y'all, I'm out.